Hey, welcome back. If you like these reviews, please subscribe. Please comment. Let me know what kind of albums you like me to review, or songs, or EPs, or as long as it's in the electronic fields of dance music. Let me know. So, more songs about food and revolutionary art, which came out initially in 1997 of course, Carl Craig. He's second generation of Detroit producers that came out from Detroit, Michigan. Techno producers. What do I think about the album? Initially, not all songs. I don't like all of the songs, although it's an album that would really grow on me over time. The songs that are really good are Red Lights, um, Televised Green Smoke, the one that you I first saw it on MTV back in the 90s, late 90s. Televised Green Smoke. The video just goes around in like 360, and Carl Craig is like standing there, and it's kind of like it's a 360 rotation of everything that's happening in that one spot, and it's pretty cool. You should definitely check it out, hear it on Bandcamp. Bandcamp, the producers get the most profit out of the if you buy an album off of Bandcamp, or you can listen to it on YouTube, or just buy it off of Amazon. Okay, enough of that. So, Red Lights is really good. Televised Green Smoke is good. Um, let's see. And then it's interesting, the name of the album, Food and Art, or well, more songs about food and revolutionary art. I You would actually have to, if I had to think about it. Um, there's nothing to think about, but song number 15, Food and Art in the Spirit of Revolution, that that song is amazing. And I think it out of with the title of the album, it that's the main song that he really maybe started off with, and then made all these other tracks, which are amazing. I mean, like Dreamland Dominus, and there's this one track that um, is called Attitude, and it's featuring Naomi Daniel, and the entire track is her, like a cappella, like she's singing, and she's going up and she's going down in the vocal ranges, and it kind of, I mean, when you listen to it the first time, you're like, wow, this is interesting, because it does. I don't even think it has much of any, like production behind her singing. It's just all her, and the actual song is called Attitude, because, or yeah, Attitude. For a minute there, I thought altitude. No, no, attitude, because it's all her, and it's all good. Um, so it starts off with ES 30. That's the first song off the album, and it's like a 2 minute 26 second track. It's instrumental. There's no singing, and as a matter of fact, for the most part, this album is all instrumental, except for one or two tracks that you can hear some vocal arrangements, and um, it's actually very cool. Apparently, it's this album is split up into Act One and Act Two. So songs 1 through 7 are Act One, because song number 8 is Act Two, which is only 29 seconds. So it's like a intro to the second half of the album, and at least that's what I took from it. So Act One was great. Act Two, even better. Well, I mean, the in Act One, songs 1 through 7, my favorite songs out of Act One would be Red Lights, which is a 7 minute 39 second song, and it has like acoustic, or maybe it's computer generated, DAT machines, and the TB303, um, maybe it's acoustic, because it sounds acoustic to me. And if it isn't acoustic, then I'm surprised, because it sounds completely acoustic to me. Not all the things in the song of Red Lights are acoustic, but the main theme, the main driving force through the song is acoustic. I think it's kind of like strings of sorts, which really is interesting and really is cool. Act Two, my favorite song would probably be, without a doubt, Food and Art in the Spirit of Revolution. That's a 6 minute 23 second track. It is the last song off the album, and yet it's the best. In my opinion, it's the best one from Act Two, which means Act Two songs 9 through 15, and then there's a bonus untitled track which is 34 seconds long, but you know, um, that's almost like a coda, CODA, or maybe, yeah, coda. Um, so yeah, definitely check it out. It came out initially in 1997, and it's a really good album. I mean, like I said, listening to it in the car, driving through the forest, or driving on the highway, I could dig this. I could dig this song, all of the songs on the album. Of course, I like some more than other, but um, what is my least favorite track off the album? Maybe I would have to say Dominus, Dominas, just because, and in the beginning it is so repetitive, and which is sometimes okay, of course, but in this case, it's my least favorite track off the album. My most favorite track is Food and Art in Spirit of Revolution, with a close second with Red Lights. And so, in regards to the what I think about the album, and what kind of rating I give it, I'll give it a strong 8 out of 10. I mean, Carl Craig, first of all, he came out with this in 97. He's been producing since 1989, and maybe even beyond that, of course. Some stuff that we have never heard before, but definitely from 89 to 1990, he was doing like house techno tracks, which there is another album which is kind of a compilation of his early stuff from 89 to 90, which you should check out. I'm not sure if I'm going to review it. Maybe not. But I want to stick to the albums rather than the compilations. But definitely check out more songs about food and revolutionary art. If you go to Bandcamp, you can get a really good MP3 F FLAC, FLAC plus a really high quality download, a digital download. But I'm kind of old school. I want to get the album, in my hands. So that's what I would do. But anyways, check it out. Carl Craig, more songs about food and revolutionary art. Great album. So, till next time, I'm going to review one more Carl Craig album after this, and then I'm going to move on to another artist. That doesn't mean that I won't come back to Carl Craig, or I won't come back to any of the other artists that I have reviewed on this album, reviewed on this channel before. Just that I kind of like reviewing 3 albums from an artist and then moving on to another one. I'm thinking about reviewing just singles, upcoming singles that are, and also extended plays. So let me know what you think, and if you want me to review anything, put it in the comments down below. And till next time, see ya.